And we have returned. You're listening to CSC Talk Radio. This is Beth Ann. I'm trying to give you some hints on what to do with those kiddos or grandkids. Maybe you're the one that has grandkids for the summer, or at least while mom and dad are working. Things to do, things that'll be fun. This is an old one. It's an oldie but a goodie, and it's especially good on rainy days, or the days it's just too hot to let them go outside. Build a fort or a tent. All you got to do is bring in some chairs, get out some old blankets or quilts, sheets, and let them have at it. Let them just build. Let them have their imagination go wild. Well, maybe within reason. Let them pop some popcorn. Let them sit in their tent and eat some popcorn. Or let them have their peanut butter and jelly sandwich for lunch. Let them have lunch down there. Let them build a fort or a tent. This is something we did a lot, and I don't see kids doing this too much, and that's play hide and seek. Now, we did it outside. When I said we went to Grandma and Grandpa's a couple of weekends, maybe 2 or 3 out of the year, if that much. We didn't go too much. Cousins lived down there close, and we would play out in the yard at dark and play hide and seek. Get mosquito bit too, if I remember right. But you played hide and seek. We also like to catch fireflies, and my grandkids love to do that. Make milk carton boats. I don't know if you can get milk cartons anymore, can you? I guess you can in the smaller, not in the gallons, but in the smaller containers. Do puzzles together, especially on a rainy day. That's a good thing to do. Get the puzzles out. Visit a splash park. Write in shaving cream. Have you done that before? That's kind of a special little fingerprint in art. This was real popular here just the last few years, and that's paint rocks. Get a rock and paint the rock. Water gun fights are good. It says water gun painting. I don't know that I would get into water gun painting, but water gun fights. Glow-in-the-dark mason jar. Now, that looked like a lot of work. I looked that one up, and I thought, well, it'd be just as good to use that mason jar and use it for the fireflies. A water bag piñata. Now, that's interesting. Sponge balls, the fights with that. Horseshoes, using paper plates for horseshoes. Just make it up, just flower gardens that they can plant and take care of for the summer. Go to the farmer's market. Now, around here in rural America, they've got their own gardens usually to take care of. There's so many things. Go feed the ducks, berry picking, just go hiking. So many things you can do with the kids that make memories. They will remember that for the rest of their lives. They truly do. I remember the hide and seek with my cousins. It was truly special. But if you're able to take a vacation, and it says here, of course, it suggests taking a vacation in July. And the first week of July, there are lots of patriotic things to see. So if you want to teach them a little bit more about our history, this would be a good idea to have a red, white, and blue vacation. So it says here that the first week of July is a great week for travel. It's nice and warm in most places, and it's fun to celebrate the 4th of July. Now, we do that here. This city puts on a pretty good display, and I live right by the park where they shoot those off, so I have a nice front seat row, so to speak. Washington, D.C. has monuments and museums that are dedicated to great people. You can go and visit and teach the children there. The Smithsonian Institute, the museums there. Philadelphia. Oh, my goodness. Just going to Philadelphia, you could give them all kinds of history. Now, I was kind of disappointed. We had missed it by like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, was the little home of Betsy Ross. I wanted to go visit Betsy Ross's home. We didn't go in certain places because my tour guide was carrying, and so we couldn't go in certain places. He was supposed to be protecting my life. He did a good job. I'm still alive. But Philadelphia has all kinds of things to see. Be sure to read the Declaration of Independence and explain it at Independence Hall. The Liberty Bell, There's a historic park there, the Independence National Historic Park, Valley Forge. So many things you could do to teach them. Make them proud of a nation. It's okay to let them know we messed up a lot. When you stop and think about what a young nation we are compared to other nations, you know, it's amazing we're still here. New York City, they put on a big fireworks display with the Statue of Liberty in Ellis Island. Let them hear about that we're not a nation that doesn't like immigrants. We are a nation who loves immigrants. We like people to come in the right way, though. Boston. Oh, my. Go show them where the Tea Party was. Boston. Where, Mount Rushmore. The great president's faces on Mount Rushmore. These are places I haven't seen. Some of my kids have. They've been able to go and see those. But those would be a red, white, and blue vacation. So many things in vacation. You spend a lot of time in the car. So you might want to have some things for the kids to do in the car. Of course, nowadays they've all got these phones or these iPads, and they can listen to music or watch TV. My mom made paper tic-tac-toe. And we didn't go very far, but she made paper tic-tac-toe boards, and we did that. She had some kind of cards that we had to memorize, our flashcards to study while we were traveling. I know that wasn't any fun. Rudy's over here making faces. We did different things. Sometimes we got in little spats in the car. Nobody else did that, did they? That was my brothers. It was them. It wasn't me. But it's fun, though. Even with the spats. It's not fun for the parents. But you make memories. The more the family spends time together, the more memories that they have. Your siblings will fight. Siblings will love and hug. Siblings will play together. My brother and I used to sit, we'd take a piece of paper and pencil, and we did a lot of hangman. A lot of hangman. My brother Tommy and I did a lot of that. There are different things they can do in the car. And you don't have to necessarily make things like Mom did, but she wasn't about to spend any money, so she made things. But you can do different things. It suggests, and I've got a son that does this. When you go on vacation, try something different. Different food. He makes it a rule when they travel that they cannot go to any place that they've already eaten, like McDonald's or Hardee's or Red Lobster. They have to try something local, some local cuisine, something that's not a franchise. So that's his rule, and I think it works most of the time because most of those places still have hamburger or something that the kids will eat. But he likes to try something new, and that's a rule in his house. And he did that not just for the kids, but his wife, when he first got married, she didn't want to try anything new. She ate the same thing all the time. So make it a priority to make, whether you travel during vacation or other times, to make it fun in the car. I know there have been times we've traveled and I've read to the kids, read some kind of a story to them, and I think they enjoyed it for the most part. They didn't complain too much. But keep them busy. If you keep them busy, they're less likely to fight. All right, we're going into a break. You're listening to CSC Talk Radio. This is Beth Ann. Whatever you do this summer, make it a good one. We've got an awful lot going on in this nation. Let's do something to make it warm and cozy, fun and loving. And above all today, remember the nation. As we've been through wars, remember the soldiers. Remember the sacrifices that were made. And then have a good time with your family today, because the present is a gift. And we will be right back.